Hello everyone, on behalf of our research team, I would like to present our research entitled Exploring the Effects of Interactive Service on Return Intention in Cultural Tourism, Moderating Effects of Cultural Richness. For any question related to this topic, please send me email via the email address that I provided on the slides. Tourism has experienced continued growth and deepening diversification to become one of the fastest growing economic sectors in the world. Modern tourism is closely linked to development and encompasses a growing number of new destinations. This growth goes hand in hand with an increasing diversification and competition among destinations. The tourism industry also has a strong linkage effect that benefits other service industry by creating jobs and earning foreign exchange. Academically, tourism scholars have focused on revisitation as an antecedent of destination loyalty. Some studies have acknowledged that many tourism destinations rely seriously on repeat visitors. In this sense, previous studies have examined factors influencing tourist behavior toward revisitation. Study on revisitation is very important for tourism businesses from the economic perspective. Repeat visitors are significant in increasing revenue in tourism destination and in saving marketing dollars. The construction of infrastructure and service facilities are seen as key inputs in order to develop the tourism industry. There is one question often raised by many researchers and managers, that is, what can be done to attract international tourists and how? Previous studies have suggested that popular tour destination has a priori focus on tourism-related raw material that refer to combination of natural, cultural, and man-made elements that are closely related to demand for tourism. The MGB, which is goal-directed model, is an excellent model in explaining tourist behavior compared to previous models. Although some social psychological theories such as theory of reason action, theory of planned behavior were employed and examined tourist behavior, but MGB was empirically demonstrated to have more explanatory power in predicting tourist behavior in various tourism and hospitality contexts. So this study follows the list of previous works concerning the effects of interactive service on intention to return in a tourism context of developing country, which is Vietnam, in which cultural and creative tourism trend is currently very attractive. Based on the above discussion, the objectives of this research are: first, to explore the determinants of tourist intention to return by applying MGB. The second, to provide some strategic and practical direction to improve the utilization as well as the conservation of cultural richness for local governments and tourism service providers in Vietnam. So after developing hypotheses for this study, we proposed this research model. In this model, we have 9 constructs generating 12 hypotheses, as you can see on the slides. Quantitative research method was applied to conduct this study, and measurements of all constructs were adopted from previous study and also self-developed for this study. The data were collected by sending questionnaire survey to international tourists visited 2 cultural places in Vietnam, which are Temple of Literature and the Hội An Ancient Town. So the results of this research, we check the validity and of all items in CFA, which is confirmatory factor analysis. Some items were deleted due to the low factor loading, as you can see on the slide. In here, And the fit indexes of measurement models show that the data fit well with the models, as you can see on the table. So this is the hypothesis testing result. This is the for hypothesis testing result of main effects. We found that there are two hypotheses are not found to be significant, which are H2A and H2B. And this is the results of moderating effects of cultural richness on the research relationship. So to sum up, we can see that on this table, among 12 hypotheses, there are two hypotheses were not found to be significant, which are H2A, attitude is positively related to desire. H2B, anticipated emotion has a positive influence on desire. And the discussion will be followed. The results of the current study shows that there are positive and significant relationships between interactive services and attitude, and between interactive service and anticipated emotion. This means that the differences in level of interaction may generate different attitude and also different emotion. Tourist attitude and anticipated emotion was found to have no direct significant impact on design, while previous studies have found the different result. It means that those who have positive attitude and good anticipated emotion about the place are not likely to have desire for traveling and impact and actual revisit behavior in the future. These findings suggest that the impact of desire and anticipated emotion may be different in different contexts. The strong and significant relationship between perceived behavior control on desire and revisit intention shows a similar result with the previous studies. So a positive relationship between perceived behavior control and desire, perceived behavior control and revisit intention may enhance the possibility of revisit intention of international tourists to a site. So desire has positive and significant impact on revisit intention. This is supported by a large number of previous studies. So we are going to talk about the effects of cultural richness on the research relationship. As we can see that the finding of this study shows that the cultural richness has significant interaction with the relationship between interactive service and attitude, and interactive services and anticipated emotion, as well as it significantly strengthens the relationship between attitude and desire, anticipated emotion and desire. This implies that the value of cultural richness of the sites have received very high level of attention among tourists, and the richness of culture of the site can increase the desire for traveling and even the desire for revisiting the site in the future. So this study implies that for the site with or without or with little cultural value, we should promote the services and facility in order to attract the first-time tourists or mass tourists. For the sites with rich value of culture, we should utilize and preserve those values. Should not be modernized or amended. For the new sites with limited budget, we should not rely much on amenity of services and facilities, but we should develop and amend the traditions, customs, festivals, events, museums, and so on. We also have some future research suggestion and some limitation of this research, and the most important, we should suggest that some of the new construct interactive service and cultural richness should be tested in the other contexts, and also some deleted items of this study should be checked again whether they are significant in the other contexts. So that's my presentation. Thank you very much.